Did you know there was a man who was struck by lightning? Not once, not twice, but 7 times, and survived every single one. Sounds like a superhero story, right? But this actually happened. The man's name was Roy Sullivan, and he worked as a park ranger in the mountains of Virginia in the United States. His job was simple: protect the forest, help visitors, and apparently accidentally attract lightning. Between the years 1942 and 1977, lightning struck Roy 7 different times. 7! At this point, you might think the clouds had something personal against him. The first time it happened, Roy was standing in a fire lookout tower. Suddenly, boom! Lightning hit the tower and electricity traveled through it, burning his leg. Most people would probably say, "That's it, I'm getting a different job." But not Roy. Years later, lightning struck him again. This time, he was driving his truck. Lightning flashed through the window, hit his hair, and set it on fire. Imagine trying to explain that haircut at the barber. But somehow, Roy survived. Again, and again, and again, 7 times in total. So how does lightning even work? Inside storm clouds, tiny pieces of ice bump into each other again and again. This creates huge amounts of electrical energy. When that energy becomes too strong, it suddenly jumps from the cloud to the ground. That giant electric spark is what we call lightning. Lightning usually hits the tallest objects around: trees, mountains, towers, and sometimes people who happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because Roy worked outside in the mountains almost every day, he was often in places where lightning could strike. But even scientists say his story is incredibly rare. The chance of being struck by lightning once in your life is already very small. Being struck 7 times is almost unbelievable. Today, Roy Sullivan is known as the human lightning rod, and his story is recorded in the famous Guinness World Records. So next time you see lightning flashing across the sky, remember this incredible story. Nature can be powerful. Nature can be surprising. And sometimes, nature really seems to pick on the same guy. But here's the most important thing to remember. When lightning starts flashing and thunder begins to rumble, the smartest place to be is inside. Because watching lightning from a window is exciting, but meeting it in person, that's one experience you definitely don't want to repeat. 7 times